What's going on, FG fam, and welcome to another episode of the Detroit Tigers franchise here on MLB The Show 20. Today we have a great matchup featuring two incredible pitchers as Griffin Canning goes up against Zach Plesac. Both of these guys are very high in the All-Star voting right now, but we've got to live without Richie McGowan. Will we be able to here at Progressive Field? On the road against the rival Cleveland Indians. Plesac is 6-1 with a 2.06 ERA and a 1.06 whip. Make sure you drop that like button. Root for our Tigers. Subscribe if you're new to the channel and love franchise content, because it's all we do here. And all Kendall Brown does for us is hit a bunch of dingers as he gets this one to go to right center field and out of here. His 10th of the year is a solo shot off Plesac in the top of the first inning. So Kendall Brown getting this game started off right with a bomb. You love to see it. The user player getting the job done, and now it's Griffin Canning's turn to try to get the job done. 5-0 so far this year. A 1.87 ERA and a 1.23 whip. So we'll see what he can do against this Indian lineup that can be pretty dangerous. There's Andrew Benintendi. He'll get one up the middle, and that is going to go for a base hit. A little misplayed out there in center by Willie Bunty. And then Christian Yelich comes up with 2 on, and that is moonballed out into the second row. Third run shot. It is his 12th of the year, and Christian Yelich has just become a major enemy of this Tigers team ever since he signed with Cleveland a couple of off seasons ago. So Christian Yelich doing what they brought him in to do, and then there's the strikeout that'll help us get out of this thing. Into the top half of the second, we need to start manufacturing some more runs. Here's Adley Rutschman. That's all the way to the wall. And the catcher, Adley Rutschman, is going to try to take 3 on a triple, and he will slide into third safely. So up 3-1. We got Nico Goodrum, and he's going to strike out on the inside fastball, unfortunately. And we can't get anything across. Canning pitching well in the bottom of the second, getting the strikeout looking. And then in the top of the third, we got runners on the corners, and a great defensive play will prevent us from getting any runs. Burke, really nice defense on that one. Here's Willie Bunty. He's got this one going out to right on a perfect shot, and it is out of here. That is an unlikely home run from Willie Bunty. A 2-run shot. It's his 4th of the year, and we are drawing close here, just within 1 run in the top of the 5th now at 4-3. Can we make the comeback? Christian Yelich up again. This one barely touched. Adley Rutschman trying to make the throw over to first, and Yelich is called safe. So they got a base runner. Ramirez now up. Yelich going to steal second. And Yelich showing the 5-tool player he can be. Here's Ramirez, and he gets this one through the hole between third and short. Yelich going to try to come home, and Yelich did all of that himself with some speed, scoring on a single, getting a steal. It's going to force us to bring in Sir Anthony Dominguez here. He's 5-0 so far this year, 2.73 ERA. Been pretty good, and he gets the strikeout looking there. So Sir Anthony Dominguez trying to power through. This is a fly ball with 2 on and 2 out in the bottom of the 8th, and it will be put away. So we go to the 9th, down 2, 5-3. Brad Hands coming in to try to close us out. He's 3-0 this year with a .73 ERA. He's been incredible. And a liner right at short. Lindor is going to get put away early. So now, next batter, Josh Donaldson. He strikes out kind of embarrassingly there. Not exactly what you're supposed to be swinging at. Adley Rutschman has one deep in the air, and unfortunately it falls well shy of even the warning track, and the Cleveland Indians will put us away here today, 5-3 at home at Progressive Field. Christian Yelich, clearly the player of the game, 2 for 4 with a homer and 3 ribbies. Kendall Brown hit a homer for us, obviously, and Willie Bunty as well, the 2-run jack. It was his only hit of the game. Canning takes the L, Plesac gets the win, and Brad Hand with another save for him. So we'll go in, take a look at this box score. You can see that Bunty and Tommy Pace trying to kind of pick up where McGowan left off, and we're doing a lot of platooning in the outfield for that, and it's just not the same. They don't have the same type of average that Richie McGowan had, clearly. And, you know, we're reeling here. We lost 2 in a row to Cleveland. They take the series from us 3 games to 1 in a 4-game set. But, hey, doing pretty good against the Yankees. We beat them 3-2 and then 5-1, and now a game with Carlos Martinez getting on the mound against Garrett Cole. Tommy Pace going to lead off in this game instead of Willie Bunty, just because of the power that Bunty showed. And we are 40-15. Fun fact, we are the first 40-win team in the Major League Baseball this year. So good to see that we are the best team in baseball currently. The Ketel Marte addition has done wonders for us. And speaking of Ketel Marte, here he is with a chance in the top of the first inning. This one's going to fall shy of the wall, but an easy double for Ketel Marte. He puts himself in scoring position for Josh Donaldson, and Donaldson lets it ride. It is out of here into left field here at Yankee Stadium, and the 2-run jack is Donaldson's 14th of the year, and a 393-footer. Donaldson gives our Tigers a 2-0 lead off of Garrett Cole in the very first inning. And hopefully that'll set the tone for us. Carlos Martinez coming onto the mound to take the start for us. 6-1 with a 264 and only a 103 whip. So he's had a very ace-like season so far. And there he gets the strikeout on the slider away. But there's still 2 on with 1 away for Aaron Judge to do some damage, and he's going to down the left field line all the way into the corner. And Judge going to get an RBI here, cut the lead in half, 2-1. Gio Urshela up at the plate. He's going to swing through. Nice strikeout for Martinez there, showing he can still power through some guys. Mike Moustakas barely touches this one, and he will be thrown out at first, so the Yankees don't get anything more out of that situation. Just cut the lead in half, but Mike Ford down the left field line now, looking like an Aaron Judge wannabe, and 2 on and nobody away. Both runners in scoring position for Tucker Barnhart. And Tucker Barnhart, this one's a fly ball into left. That's going to be caught. They're going to attempt to come home from third, and the throw is just not in time. It was very accurate, just not on time. Victor Robles, however, will strike out looking. And Carlos Martinez's third strikeout will help us leave the scoreboard at 2-2. So we got to get some runs back. Runners on the corners now, thanks to that hit, and 2 away. Adley Rushman comes up, and Rushman is shopping gap. Not baby gap, big gap, as that's going to be a 3-2 lead for us. Thanks to the Rushman. We're going to bring that one home as well, so make it 4-2 on that play. And now Jahmai Jones with the dribbler, and he is thrown out at first, so we're not able to bring in anything else. But 4-2, solid lead. We had a 2-0 lead before and squandered it. Let's not do that again. Giancarlo Stanton with a nice little bloop into left center field. And that is going to give the Yankees runners on the corners with a chance here. And Mike Ford's going to lift one into center. That's going to get caught, but the tag up is going to be successful quite easily. So, again, cutting the lead from 2-1 again is the Yankees. And Moustakas gets this one through down the third baseline. That's going to bring home the tying run. And the Yankees have a chance to take a lead here with just 1 away in the bottom of the 5th. But nice strikeout there. Called strike 3. He doesn't like it, and he's probably correct about it. But this one's left high in the zone, and it is launched out to right center field and gone. Mike Ford with a 3-run jack, his first homer of the year. Traveled 380 feet, and that's going to give the Yankees their first actual lead of the game. And now we have to play some catch-up. Martinez now in the bottom of the 5th against Tucker Barnhart. He is going to lace one into the right field stands. Short porch at Yankee Stadium is quite famous, and Barnhart hits his 5th homer of the year that travels 363 feet. It is gone, and the Yankees are going to take an 8-4 lead here in Yankee Stadium at home. So another lead squandered for the Tigers. And now, big-time catch-up needs to be played. David Sosebi is coming to the mound. He has a 6.46 ERA so far this year. Here's Jahmai Jones. Jahmai Jones is able to launch this one to left, and it will get over the wall. Another short porch homer, 369 nice feet. Jahmai Jones' 6th homer of the year is a 2-run shot, and that's going to draw us back within 2. At 8-6. Can we complete the comeback? Who knows? There's enough time for sure. Top of the 8th inning, and a strikeout of Miko Goodrum. Nothing doing there. Now we go into the 9th. Adley Rutschman gets a pretty good piece of wood on this one, and it is into the left field stands. Adley Rutschman's 9th homer traveled 400 feet, and that is going to draw us within 1 against these Yankees on the road. So Adley Rutschman, good to see him getting the job done there. A catcher with some power. Now Nelson Barreto comes up, and Barreto does not get that over the right field glove. And Jonathan Holder has held the lead for the New York Yankees. Mike Ford, player of the game, with a homer and a double. Garrett Cole gets the win. Carlos Martinez suffers his 1st loss of the season. And Jonathan Holder in there to get the save. Adley Rutschman, Jahmai Jones, and Josh Donaldson with homers in the game. Rutschman, Donaldson, and Jones were the only RBIs as well. Martinez gives up 8 through 4 2/3. Greatly inflates his ERA to 3.55, unfortunately. Cole gives up 4 through 6 1/3 and lowers his ERA to 4.66. So now it is time for the draft, and unfortunately, some kind of glitch happened here, and I kind of hate it because I pressed X to advance to where our pick is at number 7, and look at that. It's simulated straight through our pick. Now, I stopped it to see if there was anything I could maybe do about it, but the only other option was to simulate the rest of the draft. So I don't know. There's no like manual versus auto option on the draft. This is just literally a franchise glitch that really needs to get fixed. And it greatly upset me. So here I just pressed X to continue, and it literally just continued to simulate the entire draft. So I had no choice of what players I wanted to take for this team. So we're just going to have to find out together the players that have been selected for our Tigers squad. They are taking all guys who have 80 potential, quote unquote, but like we all know that probably most of these guys haven't been scouted, so they're all like pot shots. But let's see what we ended up getting. David Banks. Now, he was featured in the scouting episode, and David Banks is a 57 overall with A potential. He's very raw. We said that he was very raw at the plate. Very good fielding, very good speed. Eric Peters is another guy that we get. He has B potential. He was not featured in the scouting episode, but he's raw as well. Norm Houston, Daryl Chan. These guys are just not that great. And Robinson Strange, nothing great about him either. Ramon Valdez is a 67 C potential, and Edmundo Colon a 62 B. So a couple of those guys maybe we can work with. Banks clearly the prize as we get an A potential with him, a 96 potential actually. Peters at 87 potential, 82 for Colon, and a couple C potentials in there. Chan's probably not even a guy I'm probably going to sign. He's 25 years old too, so nothing really worth it there. As we continue to simulate through the Yankee series, we win the final game 12-1, so we do take the series against them. Then we lose to Cleveland 7-0. Plesac has just been destroying us as we had to go up against him again. And then a 7-1 loss in the second game of the set. Adley Rutschman has been injured. He's going to be out for 1 to 2 months with a torn finger ligament, so he will join Richie McGowan on the IL, and that's unfortunate. 2 of our good young players, guys that have been contributing, are going to be on the shelf for a while, so we got to put them on the 60-day. We do win the game 7-4 to avoid the sweep against Cleveland. Our Mud Hens are 2 games back at 2 games above 500. Our Sea Wolves are also 2 games above 500, but that puts them 3.5 games back. The Rays are leading the East over the Blue Jays by 2.5 games. We're leading the Twins in the Central by 2.5 games. We're going to be the only team with 42 wins. A's lead the Angels by a game. Twins and Indians would be the wild card right now. Mets lead the Nats by a half a game. Cubs lead the Brewers by 4. And the Rockies lead the Diamondbacks by 5.5, with the Nationals and Marlins in the wild card for the NL. So when we come back with the next episode, we're going to be taking on the rival White Sox with Carlos Martinez on the mound. I don't know if that game will be shown, but that'll be where we start it off from. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you drop a like on this video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel and love franchise content, because it's all we do here. We can build a winner together, and if you want to see more, click right here to see more franchise.